All right, Shelby, can we please have a one-word prompt?
Mall.
Mall. Like Darth Maul? Well, I guess CGLC. Here we go. 3, 2.
Oh, it made me think of malls, like in America, and how they're probably full of phantoms. When's the last time anyone was malls don't exist anymore.
I was thinking like the Phantom Menace, Darth Maul.
Yeah, I think you're the only one.
Probably. I'm a super big Star Wars fan. Hey! Welcome to Overtalking Podcast with your hosts, Ken and CJ. Say hi, CJ.
Hi, CJ.
This is the show where we talk over TV shows and movies as chosen by our guests. And this week we're talking about The Phantom of the Opera.
The Phantom. I guess it's pumped.
Opera. Yes.
Can you sing 5 seconds of any of the songs? Go ahead.
Nope.
Yep. Didn't think so.
Can't remember a single one. How about you?
Yep. No.
Yeah. No.
Could barely understand what they were saying in half the songs too. It was hard to even hear
same.
dialogue.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. I think this is one of the episodes we're just gonna have to dive right into it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's bring on our guest. This week we have returning guest Shelbi Weaver. Welcome back.
Hey, Shelby.
Hello. So
I don't know
happy
if
to be
it's
back.
really a welcome back since you chose this movie, but
I have to say that intro kind of let me know what I'm in for today, and
Yep.
that is I'm going to be on the defense for the rest of.
A little bit, yes.
It's all right. I'm ready
For
to
sure.
defend. I'm ready.
Yeah, I had to read the Wikipedia page after I watched it just to make sure. I was like, did I miss something? Was that it? That was the plot? It was like a guy, and then they put on a play.
I watched this with Meg, and she luckily really loves this movie, and
Hey,
so she
shout
was
out
able
to
to tell
Meg.
me. Yeah, she was able to tell me what's going on, and I had to ask several times that question because I just couldn't understand what they're saying. That's the number one problem I have with musicals that sing almost everything is if I'm supposed to get plot, please speak that. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you. You can sing the emotional part, but if your exposition and things like that need to be spoken word.
Yes.
I think it's something that doesn't need to be explained, but only experienced. You don't really need the plot because all you need is the raw emotion of our main characters, the way they look at each other, the way they walk around corridors. I mean, that's the plot of the movie right there, and that's all you need. Simple is better sometimes.
I guess. I will want, going along with that, Shelby did text us that everyone in the movie is so hot, and that's all that really matters.
Yep.
So I think I do agree with that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yep.
I guess, I should have kept that mindset going into it. It was like, all right, you just got to look at a bunch of hot people. It's not really
This isn't a
important
trivia
what the plot is.
question, but how old do you think Emmy Rossum was in this movie?
Oh, I know this answer.
Yeah, I
Oh,
Googled
okay.
it
CJ.
because I also was
Oh, you did?
curious.
Okay. She's
18?
17, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
very
crazy.
young. 2 movies out this year, A Day After Tomorrow and this.
Back to
Oh,
back.
wow.
Yeah,
I forgot she was in that.
I don't think I've seen it. Have we done that?
Not
only
yet.
Okay, I was like, the only way I would have watched that was probably for this show. So, so if we haven't done it, I probably haven't seen it.
Also, a movie
No.
with a lot of hot people that's very confusing.
That's
Can you
true.
understand what they're saying, though? Do you get some plot across?
Past all the screaming
Sometimes.
and the sound effects, yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit.
Okay.
There's not going to be a day after tomorrow, I think is the point.
Spoilers!
Whoa.
There
What?
is no
Sorry.
Day After Tomorrow?
I don't remember the end. Maybe there was. Maybe they solved it. It was a hopeful take on climate change.
I don't think they saw that.
I don't think they did.
That's an interesting take, though. Usually the movies try to leave you feeling good, but I would love a movie where, nope, everyone does die, and then credits, and that's the end of the movie.
Oh,
There's an
CJ, I
apocalypse.
have some horror movies for you.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Horror
kidding.
movies, though, isn't it? There's usually like one survivor to tell the tale, right?
Final Girl, yeah.
Yeah. There's this one movie, I can't remember the title, so this is not going to be a good story, but the ending it's like the bad guy who was like the devil, like just wins and just like starts burning down the world. And I thought that was the best ever.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of, spoiler alert for any Saw fans out there, but or not Saw fans who want to be Saw fans but haven't seen Saw. I think the time has run up on watching Saw for the first time. But
I'm watching the 9 movies that have come
Yeah.
out since then.
I'm a big fan of like Final Girl comes back in the sequel to be the bad guy, you know?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that trope. That's a trope I would like more of in horror, I think.
That's
Agreed.
actually, we have done Cabin in the Woods. That kind of ends in like an apocalyptic.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's not a
Yeah.
happy ending. Yeah.
Well, it could, depending on who you are, I guess. It might be a happy ending. Maybe.
If you're the
Seemed like some of them kind of wanted it.
End.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
I was happy for them.
Okay. Yeah.
They resurrected whatever deity they were trying to destroy
Right.
the world.
Good for them. You
Yeah.
know, sometimes those people need a win. Right.
Sometimes when you do a group project, you don't always actually get the product that you wanted in that group project. But they really killed that group project.
They did.
They worked
and then
together,
the world.
and then the world. They worked. And you know, teamwork. A plus. If I were their teacher,
Teamwork makes the dream work.
exactly.
And it did.
That's right. All right, so I need an official answer, Shelby.
Yeah.
Why this movie?
This movie, I want you to put yourself in the position of preteen Shelby. Okay,
You can't make me.
I will ask politely that you do.
Okay.
Trying my best.
Put yourself in imagine what she's feeling, imagine what she's going through, and then put this movie on in front of her for the first time. It was a game changer. When I was a kid, I remember the first time I saw Camp Rock. It made me cry. This was similar, but so much worse. It was like I felt real feelings for the first time.
Oh, Shelby.
And I mean, you've never seen so many attractive people feeling so many things and singing so beautifully, you know?
I had to Google what Camp Rock was. I was not familiar with that.
I only know Camp Rock for the meme of them going through the woods and doing the clapping thing and saying Camp Rock. That's all I know.
That was Camp Rock too. It didn't make me cry.
Okay.
It was quite disappointing. But yeah, I also Phantom of the Opera was the first piece of live theater I ever saw, and I saw it before I saw the movie, and I was like 8 years old. And I saw it, and during intermission, I told my parents that I wanted to go buy a snack. But I actually just went into the bathroom and cried because I was so overwhelmed by the magic of theater.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And then I saw the movie, and I was like, now I'm overwhelmed by the magic of hot people doing theater.
With a bigger budget.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think some people's go-to this kind of movie is like a Titanic. Some people like The Notebook. I find those to be a little bit boring, so I like this one because it's a spooky.
Yeah, those are boring.
Yeah, not enough happens in them. You know, they need.
I've not seen either of those.
You haven't seen Titanic?
Still have not. At this point, why bother? It's like 3 hours long. I get it. I know all of the parts that people reference. I don't need to see the
nude
movie.
painting scene. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
all you need.
I know what that is. I know what you're referencing. I know all of the references, so I don't need to see the movie.
You haven't waited through 2.5 hours of boring to get to that.
To
so
see that?
You don't understand.
To see like one boob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I very often get the odd craving to watch Titanic, but yeah, like Ken said, the first 2.5 hours of the movie are awful. They're so boring, and so most people just fast forward to when this ship starts sinking, because that's actually when stuff gets kind of high stakes. Before that, it's just people eating fancy lunches and.
And you guys are really making the case for me to sit down and watch this, huh?
I haven't seen Titanic in forever, but the only thing I really remember is my parents got it on VHS, but it came on two VHSs because it's so freaking long.
Haven't seen it? Know that reference. Know that it comes on 2 VHSs. I do not need to watch this movie.
It's so cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think that Phantom of the Opera is better than Titanic, and I will die on that hill.
That's fine.
Because Phantom of the Opera is also, it's very much an aesthetic, you know? It's that Andrew Lloyd Webber, like, spooky, sexy, kind of confusing, a little bit extravagant for no reason. And you don't really know why it was created, but it was, and I'm happy that it was.
I don't know how spooky this is. One of the other pieces of trivia that didn't make it in is that this is the only adaptation that isn't considered horror. So thanks for picking this one, Shelby. Yeah.
Have it back for Halloween, and we'll do the
other ones.
Yeah.
Great.
Is there actually a gruesome version of this?
I don't know. It's probably not actually that.
Yeah,
that's scary.
I can imagine. Do we even find, like, we get some backstory into the Phantom, but do we ever find out what actually disfigured his face?
No, he was born naturally disfigured.
Okay.
And that was the whole thing, is he was born that way, and so he
Got it. Okay.
You know, that part of the movie is hard for me to watch. I don't like seeing baby Phantom get
Murder
bullied.
a guy?
Well, that I don't care. I don't like seeing him get bullied.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Bullying sucks. I didn't mean to body shame the Phantom. I was just seeing if I missed something in the movie. I know.
We're all inclusive. If you wear a mask on half your face, you're welcome here. It's okay.
Apologies to all the Phantoms out there. My bad.
Yes.
Of course, he is still, like, he's Gerard Butler with the mask on.
Right, yeah.
Like,
Still
he's like,
one of
don't
the most
look at
attractive
me,
people.
I'm hideous. And then
Yeah.
it's Gerard Butler with the mask on. I mean,
I did kind of, maybe like isn't the right word, but enjoy that part or something where she takes his mask off and he just has a full blown like meltdown, like God no! I bet he like slaps her or something like that.
I like when that moment when she takes his mask off for the first time and you see his face and it's just like barely disfigured, like he's missing an eyebrow and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's kind of just bruised, like
yeah,
just a little purple.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, not that bad. You could probably just walk around like that and not even get a second glance. I don't know, but you know.
I did enjoy all of the traps and stuff like that. Like so many hidden doors and ropes and pulley systems and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty elaborate.
Yeah.
you have to give him like an A+ for interior design. He
Right. Totally.
spent years under there cultivating a wonderful space. That's half of the appeal, really, is he takes her from these, you know, like gross dressing rooms to this beautiful, swampy, candlelit, romantic area. And I would also be like, wow, this is
It's kind of nice.
kind of pretty down here.
He sure accumulated a lot of like curtains and mirrors. I feel like 90% of his setup down there is either a curtain or a mirror.
Yeah.
He's got quite a few. Along those lines too, you're right. Like it is kind of sexy, swanky. I feel like this whole setup is like a vampire story without a vampire. It's always they're always like, you know, alluring and attracting the young hot girl. But this is that, just not a vampire and just someone who wears a mask. I don't know.
And who's really passionate about opera theater.
Right. Yes.
He really just wants to be her vocal coach
The angel of music.
and her betrothed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the person who gets the worst rap, and actually now that I'm an adult and I can watch the movie as an adult a little bit more clearly, I no longer hate Raoul, you know? As a kid, I hated Raoul because I was like, why are you getting in the way of this hot phantom man with Christine? You're in the way. What are you doing? And now I watch it as an adult and I'm like, oh, he's being kind and respectful and
Yeah.
he's not kidnapping her. That's
Right.
good.
Yeah.
That's the big one, I feel like. Yeah.
I would
He's
say
not
he's
a murderer.
He's generally
Yeah,
the good guy in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, as an adult, you know you've grown if you're no longer Team Phantom and you're now Team Raoul. That's a good sign of growth.
Team Phantom in that, like, you want him to get away. You don't want him to get, like, caught and thrown into prison or whatever. But, yeah, maybe not so much on the kidnapping a woman, forcing her against her will to like marry him and stuff like that.
Yeah, usually doesn't fly too well. I don't know.
And sorry, can you set the record straight of like, again, had to read the Wikipedia to see what I was missing. So she thinks the Angel of Music is like her dead dad or something like that? Okay. Yes. She thinks the Phantom is her dad at first. Or something like that.
Yeah, she thinks the voice.
Right? What?
The voice. Yeah. But when she
is that another level of creepy, by the way?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I will say, I don't think at any point, either in the play or in the movie, does he actively try to pretend to be her dad.
That would.
That would
in
be
this
a little
movie
bit
he
weird.
does. In this movie, he visits her dad's grave, and then he voices over.
You're right, he does.
I forgot about that scene. Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm the ghost of your dad. Want to marry me?
She lost someone in her life that she cared about, and I was about to defend the Phantom, but I stopped halfway through.
There you go. Yeah, maybe that's
it's kind of hard.
Yeah, hard to do that.
The unsung hero of this movie is Minnie Driver.
She's great.
She hits it out of the park.
Is that the one with the accent that I really couldn't understand anything she said, even when she wasn't singing?
She's the soprano.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what? Not that it matters, but was that a specific accent? They're in Paris, right? Like, shouldn't that have been a French accent, but it sounded Italian to me or something?
I believe she is Italian. She is Italian. Yeah.
Got it.
Because it was opera, and a lot of people were Italian. But yeah, she was the top soprano, and she was, the star of the show. But she gets usurped by someone on the dance line, which never really happens in real life.
No?
I feel like that sets up a false hope for, young people who are in the ensemble of shows that...
Are you speaking from experience, maybe?
One day,
I'm going to start on the dance line, get my foot in the door, and then obviously jump right to the lead person. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm going to steal her, throat spray and prank her with that. So it suddenly makes her sing in a baritone voice for some reason.
Yeah, that was pretty iconic. Honestly,
not that she can't hit the high notes anymore. We're just gonna flip it, and now she only can sing low notes.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Then they could both share the stage. She could do the low parts, and Emmy could do the high parts. Yeah,
there you go.
Just using various sprays to do the whole part.
Yeah.
Can I ask both of you, from what you can remember, what was your favorite song of all of them? What was your favorite? You don't have to know the name, but if you give me a vague description, I can tell you which one it was.
I can't distinguish any of the songs.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
I literally cannot think of a single one.
They are one thing in my mind. I'm sorry.
They're all so different.
Are they? Because as soon as Emmy Rossum starts singing, I'm like, can't hear a word she's saying, and it's all just super high. I don't know what is she saying.
Yeah. I feel like you want us to ask you. What's yours?
Well, see, I think the fan favorite is Masquerade. That's
okay.
That's the one.
That is a distinct song.
Yeah.
And they're all clapping.
Was that a New Year's party or something?
Yeah. I think my favorite though is Past the Point of No Return. That's when the Phantom is in that red outfit and she's in that red dress, and he comes on stage when he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Which again, that doesn't happen in live theater.
And everyone's cool with it. That no one tries to go tackle him or anything. And I do think the piano coming into the title song, Phantom of the Opera, is pretty iconic. You hear that and you know that dun 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 dun. Yeah.
Dun,
That one sounded familiar to me, having never seen this before, but I feel like, that is in pop culture at least where I picked up on that.
Some people, in particular people who are wrong, think that the music of Phantom of the Opera is not good.
Why would they think that? That's weird.
I think that. I think that. Yeah, I don't know. I think that they. I don't know. I think that they don't want to have fun. I think they don't get the camp of it. You know, you gotta accept the camp to enjoy the camp. Yeah. Once you accept the camp, you can really get into it.
And is this Camp Rock again that you're
Yeah,
accepting?
that's a Camp Rock quote, I think. Yeah.
Camp Rock.
Accept the camp. Camp Rock. I just see. I've never seen Camp Rock, but I can only imagine they have some new kid out behind the porta potties being hung upside down by some older campers and shaking them and saying, "Accept the camp." That's what I'm just envisioning right now.
100%.
You think a musical camp is full of bullies like that they're going to turn their...
There's got to be some drama, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Shelby, are there bullies in this movie?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, called it.
No one's safe. Wow.
Yeah. There's like one. And she's the worst. All you need is one. In a Disney movie, there's really only ever one titular bully.
That's true. Might not even have a name in the movie, just credited as bully.
Bully, yeah. That's the thing about the Phantom is, like, technically the bully of the movie, do you really hate him? Or do you kind of root for him?
I mean, he does straight up murder some people. So
Yeah.
kind of hard to, like, fully root for him, I think.
I don't know. I was kind of hoping he would just die so the movie would end. I don't know if that's just me, but...
But we see at the end, there's the rose with the ring, which I had to look up because I didn't understand what they were trying to say with that.
I have to tell y'all a secret. There is a sequel musical to Phantom of the Opera.
Whoa! What is the plot for that?
It's a flash forward. It's like a time flash forward to Christine and Raoul, and they have a child. And what is it called?
Love Never Dies.
Oh, bad title. Sorry.
And yeah, that one has like there's a carousel. That's mostly what I remember. I don't think there was ever a movie adaptation of that. But I did once in high school see a really bad torrented YouTube recording of a live recording of it. And I remember it being pretty okay.
Pretty okay. High praise.
Okay. Good music. Not bad.
Yeah. And we're not supposed to know what's really happening at the start of the movie, right? When it's black and white and it's them as they're old?
Yes.
Okay. Because they kept like panning back and forth between the man and the woman at the auction. And we're like, the movie just started. I don't know who these people are. Why are they giving each other weird looks? Like,
Well, do you know who they were?
I think the man is Raoul, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And is the woman Emmy Rossum? I forget her name. Christine?
No, she's not. She's some auxiliary lady.
Is she Meg? Meg Geary or whatever? Is that right?
I don't think so.
Still
I
wrong?
don't remember her name.
She's the Madam
Geary.
Geary.
If I'm saying that right. Giry. She's the one that kind of like leads them down into the dungeon at the end when there's like a mob of people, right?
Madame Geary saved the Phantom and took care of him.
That's right.
And, And, you know, Christine is she's taught by this secret ghost vocal teacher for so many years through Madame Geary, basically setting up ways for the Phantom to speak through Christine. You could say Madame Geary is complicit in a lot of the crimes committed.
Yeah.
But she's also a badass, you know? She cool
does
as hell.
Witness little Phantom murder that man when he's a child. She's there for that. And they've been best friends ever since.
Sometimes you got to see the best in people, you know?
Yeah. Once they remove the bag over their head.
Before we pivot to trivia, CJ, I just have a quick question. Is it true or false? Did you pay money to watch this movie at a higher speed than intended?
That is false, Ken. I used some of my Google Play credits, so it was free still.
Did you watch this movie in 2 times speed?
Not 2 times, because then I really wouldn't have had any clue what was going on. But but I did watch it at 1.25 times the speed for most of it.
I am canceling this recording. We are starting over. You're going to miss all of the delicate synchronicities, the moments between.
Nah, you didn't miss anything.
Oh my goodness.
I watched it at normal speed for the last half hour, and I can report that, yeah, I did not miss anything. It was still the same.
Did the music sound funny at that speed? Or was
No,
it? It's
'cause
like very slight, so.
It's all just so high-pitched already. It doesn't matter. I couldn't understand what they were saying anyway.
I'm so disappointed. So disappointed.
Yeah, fun fact, if you buy stuff on YouTube, you can watch it at different playback speeds.
Wow. I'm coming back for the sequel.
Okay.
Yeah, once that movie's made. Yeah.
And we're watching it in half speed.
Oh, no.
Sounds like the Titanic. It'll be over 3 hours long.
I'm going to send you
That's
a link
right.
to that torrented YouTube video recording of a recording.
Great.
And that will be what we watch in half speed. So
Great.
you can really soak it up,
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, now I think it's time for trivia.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Hey, did you know that? That's right. For new listeners, this is the part of our show where we pit our guest and CJ head to head to see who knows the most about what we watched. Spoiler alert, it's probably Shelby, but we'll see. Mm-hmm. CJ, Shelby, are you two ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
All right. Shout out to Meg, who wrote all of this trivia, because she does actually like this movie.
I would like to meet Meg.
Okay. First question. I'm pretty sure we've already said this in the show, so just first person who shouts out the correct answer gets the point. In what city does this story take place?
Paris.
Paris. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
CJ got it.
CJ's recording in 1.5 speed. Okay, I just want everyone to know that he's cheating. I
Yeah,
said
he's
it
a little
first.
ahead. Yeah.
I'll edit it so it sounds like I'm a full minute ahead of when you said it.
You said it before I asked the question.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Next question. We also said this, so first person who shouts out the right answer also gets the point. This movie opens on the Opera House holding A, an opera, B, a funeral, C, a wedding, or D, an auction.
Auction.
Shelby got it first.
Bada bada bing.
I knew the answer. I didn't need you to walk through the multiple choice, but I was being
Well,
polite.
you could have shouted it out. I don't know. That's on you.
That's true. We could have done that, CJ. That just goes to show how fair of players we are. We both
Yeah.
knew the answer.
Yeah,
And
just
we were
kindly
just-
waiting.
Patiently
Yes.
waiting for Ken to say it. Wow.
That's very nice of you, too. Respecting
We're
the
good
game.
people.
That's not going to continue.
All right. Well, let's see. Question 3. Which box are the new owners, Andre and Firmin, instructed to keep open for the Phantom? Is it A, box 5, B, box 9, C, box 3, or D, box 7?
5?
Box 5, yeah.
Box 5 is correct. You both get the point.
Yes. I was waiting for them to turn into Waldorf and what's his face?
Yeah.
Question 4. Also, multiple choice. Part of The Phantom of the Opera is based on real historical events. Which part? Was it A, an opera house's chandelier crashed? B, Christine Daae? Spelled weird. Was a real opera house singer in Paris. C, the most famous opera house in Paris actually did have a disfigured man living beneath it. Or D, Andre and Firmin were real opera house owners. CJ, please answer first, because I feel like...
I'll say the chandelier crashing. That seems plausible.
I actually think it's D.
Andre and Firmin were real opera house owners is wrong.
Oh.
CJ, you get the point.
God
Yes.
damn.
Yeah, an opera house's chandelier crashed in 1896. A counterweight used to hold up a chandelier fell through the roof of the most famous opera house in Paris.
Were they okay?
Probably not.
We'll never know.
Right? Probably not.
There's
Yeah,
no way to
sounds
tell.
bad. Yeah. All right, next question. How long did it take for Gerard Butler to get into full makeup and prosthetics?
6 hours.
I was gonna
I'm
say
gonna.
like
This was before,
That's true. Yeah.
we weren't doing things very well yet,
Yeah.
and that no eyebrow must have taken some time.
Oh, yeah.
This is back when we were bad at stuff, so it's probably
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was gonna say only like a couple hours. I'll say 3.
CJ is closer, 4 hours.
Damn.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's still too long.
It's a long time.
barely
Yeah.
anything.
Right. Yeah, for what it is.
Too long.
Yeah.
Just shave off his eyebrow. You don't even need to do any makeup. What are you talking about? All right. Which of the following actresses was not considered for the main role? Christine Day.
Yeah.
Never going to get that right. Okay. A, Keira Knightley. B, Catherine Zeta-Jones. C, Anne Hathaway. Or D, Nicole Kidman. Which one of those was not considered for the main role, meaning the rest were?
I'll say Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman is correct.
Yes.
Keira Knightley, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and Anne Hathaway were all considered for the role. But then were beat out by apparently nobody at the time. Emmy Rossum? I don't know.
She was like a Broadway baby, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe, or maybe she was just a movie person. I don't quote
I don't
me
know. I
on
mean, she
anything
can
I
clearly
say.
sing, so yeah, she probably was from Broadway.
That was not her singing, right?
That was 100% her singing.
Yeah,
Really?
That was everyone. Everyone was singing their own stuff. Yeah.
We didn't give a shout out to Patrick Wilson, who's the true. He plays Raoul. He's the true singer of the movie. That man pipes for days.
Yeah, I had no idea. He's in a bunch of horror movies. I had no idea he could sing. That's awesome.
Our conjuring daddy, as we
Yeah.
like to call him.
That's what we call him. Yeah, that's right.
It looked fake. I don't know what to say. Like her singing.
I mean, I'm sure it was
It looked
recorded in a
weird.
studio, and then
yeah.
they did it.
Maybe
over
that's
for the actual.
maybe that's what threw me off because it did not look like she was putting in the effort required to hit those high notes.
It's nothing for her. Ain't nothing. No big deal. All right, next question. There's a bunch of these. Which of the following actors was not considered for the role of the Phantom? Was it A, Ewan McGregor, B, Kevin Spacey, C, Antonio Banderas, or D, Meatloaf?
I really want it to be Kevin Spacey, but I feel like it's Meatloaf, and I love Meatloaf.
You go
don't
that.
know.
I'll say Kevin Spacey.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
Meatloaf.
Okay. You're both wrong. They both were considered for the role, along with Antonio Banderas, meaning Ewan McGregor was not considered.
Wow.
Yeah.
A phantom
Meatloaf
meatloaf.
would be pretty sweet.
I
would be
would
great.
love to see that.
Yeah. That
He's
would
got
rule.
the pipes. Well, he had the
Right.
pipes. R.I.P. Meatloaf.
Yeah. He's now a bat out of hell.
Wow. To choose Kevin Spacey over Ewan McGregor.
Poor choice.
Ah.
All right. What is the Phantom's actual name? Is it A, James, B, Robert, C, Eric, or D, Peter?
James. No idea.
Peter.
Nope. It's Eric. Sorry. It was never mentioned in the movie. It was only in the book. Just throw it out there.
There's a book?
Yeah. Apparently this is based off of a book. I don't know.
Oh, the musical's based off of a book. Good to know. Now I have more content to consume.
How we doing on points, Siege?
I am up 4-3. I think I got that right.
Okay.
All right.
And this is potentially the last question. What is the Rotten Tomatoes Tomato Meter score in percentage, closest without going over? CJ, since you're in the lead, you go first. For those who don't know, this is the critic score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. Critics score. Does it get points just because it's like has... I guess they weren't super famous people at the time. At least Emmy or so. I don't know. 44.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going to go 70.
70. Okay. Two opposite ends of the spectrum, which I guess shouldn't be that surprising. However, you're both over. So
Are you kidding me? Are you serious?
yeah. 33%.
Ouch. Certified splat.
That is.
Yeah.
I'm
That
writing
is
a
not
letter.
that surprising. not that surprising.
No, I've never left like a Google review, but I think I might find if there's a place where you can give a review of Rotten Tomatoes, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna write a very strongly worded review, because that's harsh. All right.
Leave a Yelp review of Rotten Tomatoes.
They didn't accept the camp, clearly.
Clearly.
No, they had not accepted the camp yet. Yeah.
They were not campers.
Wow.
No. Well, that makes CJ our winner, which is a surprising and shocking conclusion.
That is shocking.
What do you think the audience score was in Rotten Tomatoes?
Okay. This is
70,
where, yeah,
76,
Shelby's probably closer.
76.
I'll say like 61.
84%.
That's my people. That's my people.
Yeah, that's wildly different.
Yeah.
33 to 84. What a spread. That's crazy.
You know, it's one of those like cult. I know it's a big budgeted movie, but I think Phantom in itself is kind of like a cult classic. It's a big cult. There's a lot of us, but people who really, really, really love Phantom, they love it a little too much. So
they're passionate.
I'm proud of my people coming in and giving that score. I'm proud of them.
I think what the difference here is that those who rated it for the audience score, like, obviously chose to watch it, right? And you're not going to just pick this up if you don't kind of already know what it is. So you're going to give it a higher score, as opposed to all these critics who probably begrudgingly had to watch it for their newspaper and then gave it a low score. That's my guess.
That unfortunately does sound logically true.
Yeah, probably. All right. Well, I think it's time for our ratings then.
Ratings.
Shelby, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate Phantom of the Opera for you?
I think it's going to get a 9 out of 10 for me.
Wow.
I want
That's
it.
pretty high up there.
I want less of all the other people,
Mm-hmm.
and I want more of just the 3 really hot people. I think we can cut out some of the other meat of the movie, you know.
Yeah,
and then we get a perfect 10. Yeah, too much.
That's what
meat.
I was thinking too. Yeah.
Yeah. Make it a little vegetarian.
This movie's got too much meat. Just trim that meat. That's right.
And it is like 2.5 hours long. Yeah, I would say you could trim out some of that meat too. Yeah.
Yeah, way too much meat. All right, CJ.
For me, I was thinking real long and hard about this rating, because 5 we've sort of said, or at least for Ken, is like would not watch again if it's lower than that. I think we can safely say that's where I'm at with this one. Probably never going to watch this ever again.
Shocking.
Wow.
And it's too late. My rental expired. My rental on YouTube is gone, so it's too late. I can never watch it again. Yeah, I think I'm in line with the critics. Probably like a 3, I think.
Devastating blow.
Like, literally had to read the Wikipedia page after. I was like, what happened here? Did I miss something? Or that was it? That was it? Oh, okay. That's the whole movie? 10.
Okay. All right. Wow, 3. That's so low. Yeah, for me, let's see.
Trust this. I don't trust this at
You
all.
shouldn't.
I don't know. 3's pretty low though. So yeah, 5. Would I watch this again? No, I wouldn't. Could I understand what was happening? No, I couldn't. Are the people hot though? Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
You don't think Patrick Wilson is hot, or Gerard Butler? Are you kidding me?
Gerard Butler,
Even half of Gerard
Patrick
Butler's
Wilson
face
is fine, I guess. I don't know.
He's a hunk.
Dashing.
Sure.
That long hair.
Not a horror movie.
Never claimed it to be.
It's a phantom. He's a literal, supposed to be a ghost. He's not a ghost. Everyone keeps saying like, "Oh my God, did a ghost do this?" No, it's a person. It's obviously just a person. Anyway, 2.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can we in post figure out what Meg's rating was? Because that's the opinion I really care about.
I feel like she would be in line with you. I feel like a 9 is probably valid. For her.
That's
She
all I
did
need to
enjoy
hear.
it. She was singing along the whole time, so yeah.
So she could actually hear what they were saying. Interesting. Okay.
I'm assuming she knew the words, or wasn't just mouthing along, like pretending to.
Oh,
Just
if
going-
you love Phantom, you know the words. You know the words.
Also, yeah, Ken, no one claimed that this was a horror movie. Even on IMDb, it says drama, musical, and romance. No one says this is a scary movie.
Of this is a horror movie.
What
I always thought this was
adaptations
a
are
horror
you
movie.
talking about?
I've never
There's
seen
other
any
adaptations.
other adaptation
No,
of
there's
this.
not.
Hold on.
You said that, and I was like, "Oh, that's a fact that I just learned." Now
That's
Didn't
what
know
Meg
that.
told me. So I trust her implicitly. Let's see.
Phantom of the Megaplex.
There is a Okay, you're right. There's a 1989 drama horror music.
Aha. All right. I feel
That
vindicated.
looks just as bad.
I'm sure it is. No, don't get me wrong. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
it's
sure
alright.
every Phantom of the Opera is a 2 for me. That's all I'm saying.
Wait until you see it live, and you see that chandelier come back up. All right, the theatrics. You would also, there's a reason I left during intermission to cry over a Snickers bar. The magic of theater it's amazing what a bunch of money from old rich people can do, It's,
They had all that money to add all that meat.
yeah.
Well, Shelby, thank you for joining us.
Also, sorry.
I guess. I'm sorry. Yeah. Do you have anything you want to plug at the end here?
Oh, gosh. I don't think so.
Any words of wisdom?
If in your life you're stuck at a crossroads trying to choose between a phantom and a Raoul, always choose the Raoul or the Madame Geary, but never choose the phantom. It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well.
Wise words.
Yes, very true. Well, thank you again, CJ. What do we have?
You can follow us on all the things at Overtalking Pod. Call or text us at USACat1591. Email us at overtalkingpod@gmail.com. Go to our website, overtalkingpod.party. Use the website, type in the word Shelby. You can find our other episodes.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
They're here. Oh, it's the Phantom of the Podcast, or Phantom of the Overtalking. Ah, that one works better. They're here. They're, I guess, they're the worldly landlords who don't live in our basement, but that would have worked better if they did. They're here to remind you, if you like the show, please go on Apple Podcasts and rate and review. Reviews help people find this podcast. Also, we spend any money in advertising, so if you like the show, please tell a friend and spread the word. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you. And they're gone.
And as we say at the end of every single episode, I couldn't understand
I can't think of any quotes from this movie.
I don't have any words.
Couldn't do it.
I couldn't stand it.
I'm the Phantom. Bye.
This episode of the Overtalking Podcast was edited and produced by Ken and CJ. Special guest this week was Shelbi Weaver. Music by Justin Peters. Logo by Nate Richards. Check out Nate's work on Instagram at Nate Richards Designs.